Shalawam, I'm your brother Yahawah from the branch of GMS, South Carolina Midlands. And before I start off, all praise, honor, and glory belongs to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, HaQadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Shalawam to you, Yahawah Elect, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. To you, I say Shalawam. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25 and verse 7. Otherwise known as the book of Sirach, 25 and verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. Hey, and we're seeing the fall of our enemy, man. We're seeing the fall of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, it's a very, very joyful time for the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because this is the man, all right, the so-called white man. This is the nation that oppressed us the most, all right. This is the man that we're currently serving our punishment, our servitude, all right, under, via the the curses that Yahawah placed upon us. All right, we know that the rest of the heathen nations, they are enemies as well, and they're going to fall with the so-called white man. They're going into captivity and under subjection under us, the Israelites, in the kingdom of heaven as well. All right, but our primary enemy, the one that controls the world right now, according to Job 9:24, the so-called white man is falling. All right, these Edomites is crashing out. All right, these Edomites, they're feeling the curses, because remember, Yahawah said that he will take the curses up off of us and place them on our enemies, and these devils are feeling the crunch, man. All right, this is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 7. It says, "And the Lord Yahawah thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee, and which persecuted thee." And nobody hated us and hates us more than the so-called white man, and nobody has persecuted us, all right, more than the so-called white man. And these average, everyday Joe Edomites are feeling the crunch, all right, because they're wicked elite, all right. They left them out as far as in regards to the blessing, the small hatters, Amalek. They left them out, all right, and hoarded all the resources and the riches and the money, all right, unto themselves. And now they're collapsing this current system of the Federal Reserve note, all right, paperback money. And they're about to bring in and usher in the Great Reset, all right, this digital system, this beast system, all right. And these people, these Edomites, is crashing out, okay, because meanwhile the gas prices is hiking up all across the board, all across Babylon the Great. All right, grocery prices is at an all-time high. These people are making decisions on whether they need to pay their bills or whether they need to put food on the table. And obviously, you gotta eat, you gotta drink. All right, so these people are falling behind on bills. They're going into debt. All right, and that's because the wicked is bearing rule. Proverbs 29 and verse 2. Okay, when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. All right, Proverbs 29 and 2. Salakia. When the righteous are in authority, being the Israelites, the people rejoice, which obviously we're not in the rulership of the planet Earth, because within the kingdom of heaven, things will be run justly. Things will be run in order and decency under the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahawah. Even the heathen nations will benefit off of our kingdom, even though they're going to be slaves and subjects unto us. All right. But it says, but when the wicked bear rule, the so-called white man, starting with these wicked elite, Amalek, small hatters, when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And you're seeing that. People, Edomites, and the rest of the heathen nations, even Jake. Okay. Now, mainly these Edomites popping up on camera, uploading videos on how much they can't afford to live, stressing their complaints telling, saying they about to spaz out and crashing out. A lot of people already crashing out. Different reports of people deleting one another, road rage, just we're seeing the fall of our enemy, man. And it's beautiful to see. Okay. These devils, the wicked elite, they think they're gonna roll out and usher in the new world order and implement the mark of the beast, which that's soon coming. All right, right around the corner, the RFID microchip. They're gonna try to put it in people's hands, put it in their foreheads, their brains. Okay, and it's gonna be the new form of buying and selling. Your new digital ID. All right, this devil gonna present that C-hip as a form as miracles, being able to see and hear and to walk, transhumanism, so on and so forth. All right. But this devil, these wicked elite, don't know that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi got plans to destroy them right after they implement that. Okay? Because it's all biblical prophecy. All right? Revelation 14, 9, and 10. You roll that MOTB out, and the 2/3 conform to your beast system. The rest of the heathen nations, including your people, conform to that beast system and take that charagma. Destruction follows. All right, fire and brimstone follows. And that's why we tell you Israelites, starting with our elder apostles, elder bishops, the teachers, of the leaders of the house of Israel today. All right, we tell you through the Spirit, don't take the MOTB. Do not take that mark. You will be destroyed. There's no going back. All right, no turning back. Okay, you will be destroyed, man. But let me play this video, man. It's not gonna be a long lesson, man. I seen this video, man. We love it, man. These devils crashing out, spazzing out, man. And pretty soon, these videos ain't gonna just be videos, man. These people gonna, storm the castle, so to speak. And we not inciting, all right. But it's biblical prophecy that these people, these Edomites, all right, these 2/3. These heathen nations is going to get to the point to where they're going to uprise, man. They're going to come up against the government. And you're already seeing protests around America, Babylon the Great. You're already seeing protests around the world, the UK. Okay? But it's going to get to the point to where these people going to seek blood, man. All right? And that's all biblical prophecy. 2nd Esdras 15th chapter. 2nd Esdras the 16th chapter. Jacob's trouble, Jeremiah 30 and 7. All right. Prophecy is speaking loud and clear. If you can't hear it, the Lord ain't want you to hear it. The truth ain't for you. It's for the elect. Romans 11 and 7. So let me play this. Get a couple precepts. And Lord will this be edifying to the body of the hopeful elect.
So let me get this straight.
And subscribe to the brother's channel. A GMS Austere Man. Subscribe and be edified.
Work. So let me get this straight. Work. $80 in gas. Work. Groceries. Keep myself alive. Bounce house. $250. Work. Unexpected bill. Debt. Work. Pay off debt. Work. Pay off mistake from 5 years ago. Pay off more debt. Work. Be tired. Work some more. Work more. I'm tired of donating my life.
And he crashing out like this now, man. He crashing out like that now. And wait till it ain't no work. Wait till it ain't no work, man. Okay? This is Isaiah, not 19 and 5, 19:15. Isaiah 19:15. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt. In modern day Egypt is America, Babylon the Great. Okay? Let me read up verse 14. It says, the Lord Yahawah shall have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. Yeah, here in America, Babylon, which Babylon stands for confusion, the Hebrew word babal. Okay, this place is backwards, man. This place is adverse, all right, to the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahawashi. You know, everything is pretty much, you know, abomination before the eyes of Yahawashi, and that's because of why? Because the wicked is ruling right now, man. The devil is ruling Esau, Edom, man. Okay, namely the small hatters, Amalek. It says, and yeah, we call them out, the wicked elite. Okay, the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, man. It says, and they have caused Egypt to error in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Yeah, nothing, you know, here in America, Babylon the Great is working out for the so-called white man. Okay, you know, you look here, you know, planes crashing out the sky. You know, technology, AI is, you know, pretty much getting to the point to where they gonna have to shut it down. You know, they're trying to control it somehow. Everything is messing up for Sleazy E, man. Okay, I seen, you know, just recently they had like a Air Force show and 2 jets, you know, showing off the capabilities in Babylon, and the 2 jets crash into one another, man. All right, these Americans ain't ready to fight, man. They're not ready to fight in this Third World War, and they're gonna lose miserably. Okay, it says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. So eventually all these different jobs that you see is gonna be closed for business. Okay, you know, you see a lot of people getting laid off from Amazon. A lot of people getting laid off. Spirit Airlines just shut down completely. You know, a lot of people losing jobs due to AI. Okay, yeah, eventually there's gonna be no work out here, man. Okay, and that's all through the spirit and the power of Yahawashi. This devil, Esau, Edom, America, Babylon the Great is closing for business. Because eventually Yahawashi is going to have these people uprising against one another. Okay, eventually it's going to get to the point this devil going to try to bring order out of chaos with the MOTB. And eventually Yahawashi, you know, is going to destroy this place, man. Deliver the elect and destroy this place, man. That's what's, you know, within the near future. Okay? Let me play that over again.
So let me get this straight. work, $80 in gas, work, groceries, keep myself alive. Bounce house, $250. Work, unexpected bill, debt, pay off debt, work, pay off mistake from 5 years ago, pay off more debt, work, be tired, work some more, I'm tired of donating my life. Work and pay bills and work and pay off debt. I'm paying off mistakes from years ago. Who gives a crap if you're tired? Nobody cares. Nobody cares if you're tired. The bills don't care. Work and pay bills and work and pay debt and work and pay bills and work.
Rideshare drivers say it's getting harder and harder to continue working here. This gas station behind me, regular gas is going...
Yeah, them gas prices hitting everybody, man. All the DoorDash and Uber Eats and Uber Drive and all that's about to go out the window as well, man. Alright. But this is all a part of the downfall of our enemy, man. Alright, just as Yahawashi said it would go down, man. Alright, so yeah, for us Israelites, man, you know, we feeling it too, but hey, we should be rejoicing. because this is about to be, the transition. It's going to be a bumpy road through much tribulation. Acts 14:22. Through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom. But, hey, the kingdom is right there in our grasp, man. All right. So this Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. You Edomites should be living it up right about now. Okay. You done got all the money and white superiority, white supremacy, and got the best jobs and the best housing and, all this, that, and the third, man. You should be living it up right now. But as you can see, them curses, they feeling the brunt right now, man. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz, which is America. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. What is the cup? The curses. Deuteronomy 30:7 is about to be passed. They're feeling it as well, man. Eventually, the curse is gonna be uplifted fully off of Jacob, Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and placed on our enemies, man. Starting with the so-called white man. Okay, the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. Yep. And right now we're in the process of, we're seeing these devils downfall. We're seeing the exposure of these devils, the Epstein class, and all these average everyday Edomites. Turns out that they not living high off the hog like they show themselves to be. They're in massive amount of debt. Okay, this place is collapsing, man. All right, the Edomite, all right, the so-called white man is the light, so to speak, is shining on him, man. Okay, he can't hide in the dark no more. It says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. That's Israel. Okay, speaking about us, man. All right, our captivity, our punishment is almost over. It says, he will no more carry thee away into captivity. This is going to be the last captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sin. So Esau, so-called white man, is your turn. Yahawah putting the flashlight on you. Okay, it's your turn to get licks, okay, punishment, all right, feel the wrath of Yahawashi, and guess what? Hey, you ain't gonna receive no mercy because you showed no mercy unto us, man. The nation of Israel, Yahawashi, chosen people, all right. This is James chapter 2:13. It says, for he shall have judgment without mercy that shewed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. All right, so don't expect no type of mercy from us Israelites when we got, you in chains, all right, underneath our feet in the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, don't expect no mercy from our power, Yahawashi, for how much you done blaspheme, Yahawashi, blaspheme the tabernacle, the Lord's house, the Israelites, blaspheme the angels. Okay, don't expect no type of mercy, man. All right, because Yahawashi, just like he said in times of old, he hates you, Esau. Okay, yes, Yahawashi hates you devils, man. And you about to see just how much Yahawashi hates you, just as much as you shown how much you hated Yahawashi and the Lord's people. Romans 9:13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. All right. And I'm going to end it on this. This is 2nd Ezra 6:9. This is why the Lord set up, his will to be this. 2nd Ezra 6:9. For Esau is the end of the world, your age, your eon, your period of time to rule. All right. The age of the Gentiles. All right. The heathens. Is going to end through Esau Edom's power. Okay. His last kingdom. All right. Rome 2.0. And it says, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, and what's soon to come, the kingdom of heaven. All right, the kingdom of Israel, the kingdom of Yahawashi. All right, join with his hopeful elect, who he's coming to gather, who he's coming to deliver, and who he's going to allow to rule, being joint heirs with him. The 144,000 in the house of David, man. Okay, and he's coming to deliver the great multitude as well. So, Lord will is edifying through the spirit and the power of Yahawah into you, hopeful elect. With that, I say, Shalawam. The Edomite is crashing out. We're seeing the fall of our enemies. Shalawam.